This is CPA, and you're listening to Wrestletalk with David and Pops. Let's go, girls.
I don't have the music, but there you go, baby. Woo! I like that stuff with trouble.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Where is the love?
You are listening to Wrestletalk with David and Pops. Jamolata.
Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta. Why would we put him with his brother? Again, still going on about this.
Right, bringing up people's past that is definitely not.
It's bullshit. You gotta bring up people's past, and then that ruins their career. I understand. He understands too. He said multiple times he's taken a break from wrestling. He is now stepped away because he feels, this is his career is pretty much over.
And that's what I was just getting ready to say. Let me get right at that. I'm a TikTok Dave. I love dancing.
What's up, y'all? This is Leary, and you're listening to Wrestletalk with David and Pops. Yeah!
If there's ever anything that a recently disabled guy can do for them, I will do whatever I can. I will never be able to repay. I appreciate it. I love everybody.
So, my fuck you of the week. Fuck you, Whaler.
This is Top 5 Dead or Alive, Sammy Diaz here, and you're listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops.
Welcome to
Welcome.
Wrestle Talk with David and Pops. This week, we're doing our Ring of Honor predictions. We're talking about SmackDown, Raw, Collision,
AEW.
Talking about SmackDown, Collision, Raw, AEW, Death Before Dishonor predictions, and then we were talking about our indie spotlight this week, which is indie wrestling's Pro Wrestling Revolver Cage of Horrors that I personally went to live in Dayton, Ohio.
I watched it. And it was real good. It was real good. Surprises.
Yeah, surprises. A lot of cool stuff that we'll talk about when we talk about that. But with that being said, let's get straight into it because we got a lot to talk about tonight. Gunther versus Matt Cardona, starting off SmackDown. Before that was a talking segment of Chelsea Green and Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis was going to strip Chelsea Green of the Women's World Championship, but he decided not to. And then Gunther came out, and I said to Pops that Gunther was going to fight Chelsea Green for the Women's Championship.
Yeah. Yes, we did discuss that. I thought that, he was going to take her on, but, yeah.
Instead of fighting her, he called her husband a cuck, pretty much, and then in street clothes had a match with her husband, Gunther versus Matt Cardona, which I personally, I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was.
Exactly. It was pretty decent. It was a pretty decent match.
It was very good.
I mean, in the long run.
The fact that they were in their street clothes. That's what
Right,
made it
because it kind of made it feel
believable. Made it feel more believable, in my opinion. And this is going to bother me. Hold on, I need to change this. 75 subs on the YouTube. Then we seen bald ass Baron Corbin still walking around with this ugly ass belt. This thing probably stinks like sweat and just nasty.
Yeah, get that fur on it.
I don't understand why they are keeping this fur title. but whatever. Versus the hometown boy, Carmelo Hayes, for the U.S. Championship. Unfortunately, Baron Corbin did not lose the title to Carmelo Hayes in his hometown.
Yeah, well, hopefully somebody wins it, or they change that ugly looking
Yeah, I
thing.
hope they change it because it's looking bad. Then we seen a actual. There was 3 title matches in Boston. They
Yeah.
really like the Boston crowd.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Massachusetts, we got it all.
But then we seen the triple threat WWE Tag Team Championship match: Eric and Ivar versus Damian Priest and R-Truth versus the brand new champions, decrowning Priest and R-Truth, the MFTs.
Yes.
How are you feeling
They
about
get-
the MFTs compared to before?
I personally, I remember Haku, so I kind of do enjoy backstage reports. You know, back in the day, he was one of the toughest men. Having the family come together and this and that, I do enjoy the MFDs. I mean, months ago, that was looked like they were all just going to be going away, but just a couple went away, and
You know, they got rid of Tongaloa
Jeff Cobb.
and
Jeff Cobb. Yeah.
But I think getting them away from Solo and letting Solo do his own thing, you know, now they have more of a time to shine. Yes, it is Haku is their manager, but Haku isn't in the ring like doing shit, so he can't really take away from what they're doing in it as a tag team.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. He's a manager, but he's like his old manager, Mr. Fuji, and this and that. Yeah, he might do a little something, but he wants his boys to show up. Yeah.
And then in the main event of the evening, JC Jane versus Tiffany Stratton, WWE Women's U.S. Championship. Tiffy time is officially over because your brand new champion is JC Jane. I was
not happy with that, but
I wasn't. I don't know. I didn't mind. I thought it was good. I've grown fond of Fatal Attraction all of a sudden.
Yes, I mean, I do understand. I do like them and this and that, but I just, yeah. You know, Tiffy's name really isn't Tiffy.
Wow.
Tiffany.
When did I ask or care?
No, I just found this out.
That's great. What's her
That's her mother's name. Christ, I can't remember. She said it in an interview with somebody, and I can't remember it now. But yeah, neither of those. But I do know that Tiffany is her mother's name.
Well, shout out to her mother. Something we haven't been doing the past, I don't know how many streams or whatever. What's your rating on SmackDown? Bring back the ratings. Sorry, I didn't tell you this.
They're going to bring back ratings. Yeah, you didn't tell me that in advance. But I would have to go on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to go 8.5. I think that every match it was actually worth a watch for SmackDown. You know what I mean?
For SmackDown, yes. I think tonight's SmackDown will be more of a worth to watch. But I realized why tonight's SmackDown is so stacked. It's because they have to go up against Ring of Honor.
Right.
And the Green Bay Packers football game. It's all
yeah.
in one.
Well, no, that's a 10. You got the Jets. I was like, oh, David, your game is on. We got to hurry up.
Yeah, it was a joke about. We didn't need to go on about that. But
yeah.
Next, we'll talk about AEW Collision, where there is literally so much more wrestling. I didn't watch this. I don't think you watched it.
No, I didn't.
So this is just a quick. We're gonna do a quick hit. Who won? I didn't watch it. I was at a live show. Pops was watching the live show as well from his
Right,
humble
right.
abode. So let's go through it. AEW World Trios Champions on the line. Championships on the line. Adam Page and Brodito defeat Lethal Twist to retain the titles. Hensicero defeated Brian Cage in a round 1 AEW Continental Challenge Cup match. Divine Dominion defeat Rochelle, Riveter, and Maserati.
Okay.
I don't know those people. Nigel McGuinness defeated Katsuyori Shibata. This is a match I wish I watched because I seen the aftermath of it. I seen the promos and stuff. Leo Rush
Oh,
and the
yeah.
Rascals defeat Braxton. I don't know that second name. Watson and
Fire
Ice Williams.
Cosmic.
Fresco.
Oh, I thought it said fire.
Fresco-Matic, Watson, and Ice Williams. There we go. The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin and Shane Taylor Promotions defeat Sonico, Jake Redondo, Julia Montana, and Ro Montana. Congrats to them. Mercedes Moné defeated Zeta Steel, and Kyle O'Reilly defeated Roderick Strong to advance in the Continental Challenge Cup Round 1.
Yeah, that was one I wish I would have. I forgot all about, and we'll watch.
I was gonna watch it the next day, and then the next day came, and I didn't watch it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, didn't watch it. That's all right.
But next on our list here, we have Raw from this past Monday night.
Yeah, sounds good.
If I was to rate,
Just in case you were wondering,
if I was to rate
I got
Collision, it would be a 10.
Yeah, looking at it and not being able to, not watching it, but seeing it, I would go. Yeah, I would have went with 9.5.
Yeah, 9.5.
Just because there was a couple of matches in there. Yeah, I don't know.
Zeta Steel should have won. Beat Mercedes Monday. That's the only thing I would change. But we got Monday Night Raw. We got, Monday Night Triple A. All right, that's what we're calling it now.
Exactly. Yeah. Until they're
until they go to Mexico City, it's now just Monday Night Triple A, because we have 2 number 1 contender match tournament qualifier or tournament matches, and then Javon Evans versus JD McDonough. Javon Evans did win. Javon Evans is, I know I say this every time we talk about him, but he is one of my favorite wrestlers. He is so good.
This night also has my match of the week.
That's good.
How do you like that?
That's terrific.
When we get to it, I'll bring it up. I'll say it.
I'm sure I know which one it is.
Okay, I hope you do.
Then we have the number 1 contender World Heavyweight Championship Tournament Round 1. Ray Phoenix defeating El Fiscal.
What's that? Good.
Like I said, this is AAA. I like that we're getting to see people from AAA. I don't watch it, but
and we're getting to see guys that
aren't utilized on Raw.
In there, we're getting our Ray Phoenix pick. We're getting our, Dragon Lee.
With this tournament, I will say, me and Pops both have the same exact finals, and it is Penta versus Ray.
Hey.
And I think
that's the way it should be.
Perfect ender for that tournament.
Right. And do you want to go? Yeah, let's hold off to who you think will win that and take on Roman Reigns, and until it's actual.
Sol Ruka defeated Lyra Valkyria. This Lyra, I'll be honest, I don't know if I don't have a pulse on this Lyra Valkyria character yet. I kind of like
She
it.
scares me.
I kind of don't. I don't like that they're just making her look or trying to make her look like an ugly person. I don't know, like what they're doing with
Like
that.
a zombie, almost like a zombie. And
She's supposed to just be like stressed out, and they're making her. Like
yeah,
that. It just makes me think of when they. So I don't know if you know this. I seen this on a Deadlock video, Deadlock Pro, that when they were switching to like the HD cameras, they had
yeah.
Snitsky like put like oil on his face so he would get acne and shit, and so they could be like, look how high def this is. Look at, you can see the pimples on him. And I feel like they're kind of doing the same
Yeah.
with Lyra, just like putting
Yeah.
like crazy makeup, making her look like she's sweating all the time. And I'm like,
Right, yeah, and she looks crazy.
but
She just looks crazy.
in ring, great, amazing work.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Next matchup. Number 1 contender, World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, Round 1. Dragon Lee defeats El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yes.
Great. Again, great that they're
Exactly.
get to see AAA people. Dragon Lee, I got to see his return when he made his return on Raw. Seen that live. Pretty fucking cool.
Right. That was a good match. I mean, the Luchas never. I mean, we say AAA and this and that, but the Luchas never, really are that horrible. You know what I mean? And it was great to see Dragon Lee.
Fun to watch.
Exciting, big spots, things like that.
They keep the high flying and everything. And then Pops' match of the week.
That's right.
Is Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Why is it your match of the week?
Well, it was a classic. The two men showed. I mean, Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. He had spot after spot, like it was the 1990s. I mean, Gable, not wanting to lose his title, fought hard and match move for move, leading to the pin after Ray refused to tap out of the ankle lock. In the end, we all were the winners because that match was just A+. If I had to rate it on that alone, 10+. 10+, definitely. Because both men showed respect at the end and refused each other and raised each other's hands. And that was just, it was a classic. And it was kind of reminded me of, just an awesome match. Two guys going at each other. It was really good.
Yeah, it was, if I were to rate that, I'm going to rate the whole show, not just that match.
Yeah.
8 out of 10, which is good for right now on Raw.
Well, yeah. You see, I'd have to go 9. I'm sorry, I'd have to go 9. I enjoyed about every match that was on it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's good. It's actually good for what we've been having, which is weird to say about Raw.
Exactly.
I understand, because we're usually Raw has just been on the
Raw and SmackDown both have been kind of
really on the shitter lately. It's yeah, but I also look at I seen an edit that was like Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio made me feel like this, and it was Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle. Made me think a lot because I thought like the same thing, like doing some of the spots they had in there was done previously in a Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio match, which I think is great. Love Kurt Angle, love Rey Mysterio, love Chad Gable. Congrats on your first title defense. Being against the legend too, and in the main event. Yeah. Like they got.
It's good to see Ray in the ring and not being tossed around by some big old ogre. Omas.
I don't think he ever threw around. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did a couple of weeks ago, and
Yeah, I seen the clip on
why his punk kid fucking chanted on.
Yeah, shout out Dominic Mysterio. Be a punk ass kid. All right, next is AEW Dynamite.
10. Alrighty. I'm just gonna get it out of the way.
This has my match of the week. Just saying. Trios match,
Okay.
United Empire, Will Ospreay, Francesco Akira, and Hanare. Hello, Mr. Johnny.
Hey, Mr. Johnny Astar.
Defeated the Don
Heavy
Callis
sports
family,
rock.
Brian Cage, Rocky Romero, who I seen in person. We'll get into that on the Indie Spotlight. And Lance Archer. Undefeated Empire won. Great opening match. Great opening match. We've seen from the United Empire and the Don Callis family. Anything you'd like to add on that, or?
I mean, I did enjoy it, and but I just want to add that the three, Brian Cage, Rocky Romero, and Lance Archer are probably, if I have to go with favorites in the family, other than Kyle Fletcher, those are probably three. So
Yeah, I hate Brian Cage. Rocky Romero's cool. Lance Archer's cool. I just don't like Brian Cage.
I like Brian Cage, and you know why? Because of the the Wolverine theme stuff.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm just saying.
Is.
I mean, good match though.
It was a great match. It was a tune-up match for Will. That's what they're kind of playing it off as. And then Kenny's got the warm-up match at the end of the show. Started off with the beginning of the show with his opponent.
That ending.
We're gonna talk.
I bet you that's your match of the week. That main event.
Championship 4-way match. Maya World defeats Chris Statlander. Persephone.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank you for the sub, Johnny Astard. Your sound alert did not go off because we are recording for the podcast. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yes, we do thank you. Sorry.
But Maya World was great in this match. Defeating Chris Statlander, Persephone, and Hikaru Shida. This match was amazing.
The Maya World has just been, skyrocketing since she won, and of course I wanted Chris Statlander because I'm a big Chris Statlander fan.
I'm a Statlander
fan
too, but
I know, but all four of these ladies are pretty decent and showing why AEW has probably the most stacked women's division.
A stacked women's division, stacked everything. AEW is the locker room you want to be in at the end of the day, in my opinion.
Right.
There's some people who think WWE is greatest, and that's okay. We can all agree to disagree. And next,
definitely AEW is.
We'll talk about the next match. That is my match of the week. AEW Continental Challenge Cup quarterfinals. Jon Moxley versus Jay White. Jay White is so good. His selling. I don't know if you've ever noticed it. You probably have. Whenever he gets hit real fucking hard, he's just got space right here every time. There's always just like a loogie right out of his mouth, and it's funny, but it's also
but he sells. So he puts
great.
enough effort. He sells right. Jay White is always.
We all knew Jon Moxley wasn't going to give up the title in this tournament, and that he's going to get to the finals. I'm sure.
Maybe.
Depending on how I like the blind drawing too. A lot of people wanted to see this match in the finals, but with the blind drawing, it's whoever.
It worked out. It worked out really. It's been working out really well.
Blind drawing. But
So.
Andrade El Idolo defeated Jonathan Cruz.
I wasn't too sure of that
This
guy.
was just.
Yeah.
This was really. I don't know. It was funny. It was like a 4-second match, and I'm glad that they included it in here because I would have forgot about it, to be honest with you. But it was kind of just to hype up MJF versus Andrade, starting off the gauntlet at All In. But I don't know. That was like the miss of the night for me. There's got to be one every once in a while.
That's why I would have given it 9.5 if I remembered it. I didn't remember it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going definitely 10. So I thought the next match would have been. I mean, the next match was,
Nigel McGuinness
my
versus
second pick.
Henchesero.
Oh no, sorry.
Because that was my second, to be honest with you, and also has my wrestler of the week. Just kidding. That's in the main event.
We're talking AEW wrestling, and I know that you probably don't, but we thank you for coming. We thank you for subscribing and just giving us a watch because we really appreciate it, sir.
Nigel McGuinness defeated Henchesero to go on to the quarterfinals. In my perfect world, in the perfect booking here, I'm going to say it now, 8/21, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nigel McGuinness versus Jon Moxley, All In for the Continental Championship. And Jon Moxley loses to Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah,
Nigel McGuinness wins in his home country.
Right. And the deal is, I've been listening to different things with Nigel talking and stuff like that. He thinks that maybe he could have one more run at something. You know what I mean?
Good.
Maybe it wouldn't be that long, but it would be nice if he won that in his home country. And because Nigel it deserves, I mean, Nigel is just awesome. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at Nigel McGuinness versus Bryan Danielson.
That is one of the greatest
Ring of Honor stuff.
in
some of the greatest matches I have ever watched and seen.
And then to talk about the main event of the evening, the Elite, Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson defeat the Don Callis family, El Colon, Mark Davis, and Jake Doyle. But the main event was fantastic.
Yes.
But it's what happened after the main event.
After.
That made the night go crazy. Will Ospreay comes out and he says he wants to, Kenny did bring up his kid fucked up. Kenny kind of showed some real bad guy-ish tendencies throughout the night. And he had finally, the match was over. Will Ospreay comes out and he says, "What do you want? You want to talk about my kid?" And he's standing outside the ring and he's like, "You can get out of here, Ospreay." And then he's just like talking shit. And Will Ospreay turns around and he's like, "I'm gonna kick the shit out of you." And runs in, they start fighting. Kenny Omega turns into ultimate heel mode as Will Ospreay's being held back by security, gives him a V-trigger, and then One Wing Angel threw a table on the outside that was set up
on the
for
outside,
a trios match. Oh my god. Then we got Kenny's laughing on the side of the ring, and he's completely lost it. He is completely heel now. So heel, and it is so good.
And I didn't write it down, but Kenny is my wrestler of the week, and why he's my wrestler of the week is just because I like heel Kenny. I mean, I like face Kenny, but heel Kenny is just, there's just something about him, and maybe he'll get back to his belt collector days. You never know.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? So that's why he was my wrestler of the week. Just want to throw it out there real quick.
My wrestler of the week. Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Okay, I didn't change it. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know if
I didn't change the indie spotlight thing, so I'm gonna do the transition. Then we're gonna come back to this screen instead of the other one. But yeah, my wrestler of the week is in the indie spotlight. He's not a. It's a different guy.
So are we going to do our Death Before Dishonor predictions,
we're
or
gonna do that after the indie spotlight?
after the Indie Spotlight?
So,
Gotcha.
Indie spotlight. Here we go.
Right.
It's the Indie Spotlight. Best in dollars a month you'll spend. Indie Wrestling TV. Let's listen to David and Pops talk some indies. It's the Indie Spotlight. Best in dollars a month you'll spend. Indie Wrestling TV. Let's listen to David and Pops talk some indies.
See, what you guys don't know is I had to mute Pops's mic every time because he doesn't mute it on that. So sometimes he just sings along.
Yeah, and I kind of freaked out a little bit. Yeah, too. Yeah, sorry. I always forget to do that.
I know it is a joke,
But
it's fine.
yeah, it's all right. Hey.
Yeah, let's get into our indie spotlight this week. That is Pro Wrestling Revolver, Cage of Horrors.
In Dayton, Ohio.
In Dayton, Ohio, yes, I was there. It was pretty freaking awesome, if you're to ask me.
Thank you, Sports Rob.
Thank you, Sports Rob.
You said cool theme song.
We started the night off with a impromptu match. It was only supposed to be Gringo Loco versus Alan Angels, but we got Gringo Loco versus Alan Angels versus Rocky Romero. Fucking insane match. Hometown boy, Gringo Loco. Everyone loves Gringo Loco at Pro Wrestling Revolver, and you know, if you watch one of his matches, you'll understand why. Gringo Loco is insane.
Right.
And yeah.
Crazy. He's crazy.
High flying. There was just spot after spot. And
you were there, so I let you talk the majority of this stuff, but I just wanted to open it up with what a hell of a fucking opening match to begin with, number one. And then number two, nice at the end to getting the win. You know, he stole that win was Rocky Romero. He stole the win.
And then it was it was a show of respect at the end as well between Rocky Romero and Gringo Loco. Because Gringo Loco and Rocky Romero shook hands at the end of the match. I think that will be leading up to a one-on-one match between them, hopefully at the next show.
There you go.
I think that would be pretty cool. I'm looking for the full match card so I don't get the order wrong.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, your next match is Steph DeLander and Rory Shields.
The next match, Steph DeLander, Rory Shields. Rory Shields representing the tie or die, faction. After that was announced that they were... the match happens. Steph DeLander is your winner. During that match, I had a young child behind me, and he kept saying whatever his dad told him to say. So
I just like what you said to me in the middle of chat. You go ahead, finish what you're saying, and then I'll.
This kid, his dad was like, just saying it, telling him to say shit like, "Hey, fuck Gringo Loco," and all this stuff. Like, anything he would say, the kid would just repeat it. During the Steph DeLander versus Rory Shields match, he kept screaming, "Take your top off," and "Rip her top off." Kid was getting very dirty looks from the lady in front of me, and I was laughing. And I'm trying not to laugh. But it was funny. You know, he's just a little kid. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Right. Steph DeLander. Yeah, Steph Delander took the win, and David said at one point in time, it's like a grown woman beating on a child because the size
Oh,
difference
yes. Yes.
was
The
so.
size difference between Steph Delander and Rory Shield. Grown woman beating up a teenager. Steph Delander did pick up the win. And then we had, after that match, we had the Killer Goat versus the Outbreak. Killer Goat being one of my favorite tag teams on the Indies. We got Myron Reed and Killer Kelly versus the Outbreak from JCW.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. When this match was announced, I was like, okay, cool match, I guess. But at the end of it, I did tell Pops, like, I was talking shit because the Outbreak are JCW guys. I don't like JCW.
Yeah.
But
I enjoy
they're
JCW,
pretty good.
and especially the Outbreak. I do like the Outbreak, but Killer Goat was just too much for him.
Killer Goat is awesome. I love Myron Reed. Love Killer Kelly. Myron Reed hitting the like cutter to the outside move is literally the coolest thing you can ever see, and it's insane to see it in person. It is. You
Right.
think
It's
he's gonna
kind
like,
of,
you think he's gonna die, but he somehow does it every time, which was awesome. What was our next match?
World Tag Team Title 6-man teams.
Okay, yep. And we got Tire Die versus O OI4K.
Yeah, OI4K.
OI4K. I found out what it stands for. It's Ohio is for Killers. That is the team of
Nice.
Trey Miguel, Jake Christ, and Rich Swan. I don't know Tire Die's full, like all three of their names. I'm very sorry. They did have a screwy finish to begin with.
Amazonga, KJ Reynolds, and Ryan Matthews.
Okay. Pops knows everything.
No, I just, the way I did it was I grabbed it off that site. And
yeah. Good. I'm proud. But Tire Die won. Then they got it reversed, restarted the match. Or no. Okay.
Yeah.
Ohio,
I think that was the way it
Ohio
went.
is for Killers won. And they had to restart the match because Trey Miguel had hit the ref with the title. Didn't mean to. And then they restarted the match. And then Tire Die was about to win. And Ohio is for Killers won. They are your brand new tag team champions. Trey Miguel, Jake Christ, and Rich Swan.
Shout out to our man Rich Swan,
so
and you know they win the gold, and it was a great match, just like you
it was
said.
even cooler to talk to Jake Christ after the match, and actually, like, I was like, hey man, you know, I gave him some pins. I told him about the podcast. He said he loved it. He said he was going to put them on his satchel. And now 2 out of the 3 men in that match, or 2 out of the 3 men in that tag team, Ohio is for Killers, have Wrestletalk with David and Pop's pins. Being Rich Swan and Jake Christ. I asked Jake Christ if he would like to do an interview, and he said, of course, he would love to be on. So that's, once we get these interviews going, we don't
Another
have
one. Yeah.
We don't have a stop button at this point. Intermission was pretty cool. Got to walk around, talk to some people. 2 people I did talk to during intermission was Small Afro and Conman, which they're at like every Dayton show, which I think is awesome to support their friend BDE. Got a picture with Small Afro. Shout out. And gave some pins to him and Conman. Small Afro actually told me he loved my dedication to the podcast and everything, which I thought was fucking cool as hell.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. It was cool. The match.
You're supposed to talk to Rich, but it's okay.
Yeah, I was getting there. I talked to him a little bit at the end of the night. He shook my hand. It's funny. Right after, I didn't even tell you this part. Right after I took the picture of Small Afro, or before, Rich walked up to me, he shook my hand, he goes, "Hey." I was like, I don't know if he remembered me or not. But it would have been
I
cool.
think, if he just walked up to you and said, "Hey," I mean,
Well, he was like walking around. He was doing his rounds towards the end of the night.
like you did at Blitzkreig.
Then we had the scramble, the golden ticket scramble. Do you have everyone that was in that match?
Yes, I did. Damian Chambers with Kayla Cassidy, Big Pound, and Harley Rock, and Junie Underwood, Coda Hernandez, Nathan Davis, Sabin Gage, Thomas Helm, and Troy Parker.
Great. Thank you for that. The golden ticket scramble was ultimately won by a Damian Chambers. But highlights from that match, I love, dude, Big Pound is fucking awesome.
I put in my little notes. I love Big Pound. I'm getting to watch him on these shows and this and that, but I always gotta love a good scramble, and this was a fucking good scramble.
Yeah, dude, I love
And this and that.
Did you notice? I don't know if you could see it on the live stream. Did you notice the Big Pound had a Black and Mild in his mouth for like 80% of the match?
No, I
It was a
didn't know. That
plastic.
would have
It
even
was a
that would have
plastic
made
tip,
it.
plastic tip, fucking Black and Mild, and he's just like, it's literally like going like this, and like, it was so funny. I love Big Pound. Shout out to Big Pound.
Big Pound.
And then one
But
of the
your winner.
one of the winner, Damian Chambers. Fuck him. All right. Fuck you, Damian Chambers. You're not a good guy. I don't like you. Kayla Cassidy, you're cool. You're a nice lady. I talked to you before the doors even opened. But fuck
There you
you,
go.
Damian
Good.
Chambers. Bad guy. One of the coolest and funniest matches I have ever been in person for, the Frat House Rules
House
match.
rules. Yep.
Fun fact, creating the Frat House Rules match, Brent Oakley has never won a Frat House Rules match. That's a little fun fact for
There
you.
you go.
Steve Macklin was supposed to be in this match. He could not make it, so Madman Fulton came in for him, and the mystery adding to the algorithm was Josh Bishop. Pops knows Josh Bishop from JCW.
Yes.
I told that during the show, and I said, "That's cool.
Yep.
He's an independent wrestler. He's a big man.
He's
Sid Vicious 2.0.
I'm gonna get you to like that. I'm gonna get you to like
I'm
some
not gonna like it.
JCW.
The Frat
You
House
will.
Rules match. If you pin unsuccessfully, you have to take a shot. So
It was the greatest concept I've seen in the entire world. It's like, what the fuck's going on? It was good.
You also had to
I
chug a beer and do 10 bat spins before the match even started. Joe Alonzo puked on Brent Oakley, I think. But that match was filled with just chaos. Like, we had Crash. Crash was doing shit. The best part of that match, in my opinion, there's a sequence where everybody hits a stunner on somebody else after they drank a shot. So they did the whole spit the booze out or whatever. It was awesome. Yeah. It was independent pro wrestling at its finest. Frat House Rules match. Good. I could watch it every time.
Right.
And now we get to the main event.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't. I have some stuff about the main event, but
my wrestler of the week. Mance Warner walks in as Pro Wrestling Revolver World Champion. Why is he my pro wrestler of the week? Because that man is a fucking demon. I have a clip that I can't wait to upload on the YouTube Shorts, where he is just like punching Alex Colon, and then he's just like, yeah, and he's got blood just dripping down his face. It is amazing.
Okay, hey,
Yeah, go to the bathroom.
you
I
go
didn't tell
on.
you gotta go-
I have to go.
Okay, so he when we were walking in, here's the other reason why. Such a humble man. He's doing a meet and greet with Steph Delander, and he's talking to a fan. The fan wants to take a photo with the both of them, so random group of people, me and my two coworkers who I went with. He was just like, "Hey, can you take a picture for me?" Handed me this dude's phone. I said, "Oh, of course, I'll take a picture for you." And then him and Steph were both like, "Oh, thank you so much, thank you so much." Like, you didn't have to ask me. You could have just been like, "Take this," and I would have said yes, because of course I'm not going to tell Mance Warner no, let alone Steph Delander. Also in this match, Alex Colon. I gave Alex Colon some pins and a business card. He said he would check us out. Pretty fucking awesome. Cruel, as we all know, is one of Pop's favorites in this thing we call pro wrestling. And
Yes, I love Cool.
what's your notes on it? Because you weren't there for it, but I don't know. I haven't watched back the stream, so I don't know what. Some of the spots were just fucked.
My take on it was, what's his name? Cashed in his golden ticket, and he defeated, which it shocked me. I don't know what you said about it, but it was like the shock of the night for me.
Shock of the night. Damian Chambers did cash in his golden ticket, and I have a question here. I am not a betting man, but my two coworkers are. Okay, I want your outside perspective on this. D said he wanted Cruel to win. Zach said he wanted Alex Colon to win. I said neither of them are going to win.
Right, you probably went with Mance.
Do I technically win the bet if I never said Mance was going to win? Because technically, neither of them won. So technically, I should be up $20.
Well, yes and no, because you didn't actually pick a winner.
As soon as Damian Chambers cashed in, I said he's probably going to cash in tonight. Just because I've been around this rodeo before. I've been to the mother of all scrambles. Shout out.
Right. Definitely. And, best $10.
Yeah, best $10 a month you'll spend. IWTV has now brought in Pro Wrestling Revolver, so you can watch Cage of Horrors on the VODs. You can watch their whole catalog going back to whenever they started, which is pretty fucking awesome. And before we get out of this indie spotlight, this has been a long one. I would like to bring up an image, not about this indie spotlight, but a different one that we'll have in the future. There it is right there. Pit Fighter 21, Because the Night, a tribute to Jeff Cannonball. Saturday, September 26th.
Nice.
Tennessee Ave, Beer Hall at the Beer Garden, Atlantic City, New Jersey. All proceeds from this event will be donated to the Cannonball family. What a match.
That is just about awesome right there.
You know what's even better? Right here. We got Tara Calloway going up against Danny DeMonto. Because of the Night. Oh, it's great to see.
That's just, yeah.
It's great to see a graphic like that. I love it. That has been our indie spotlight. Ending it on a good note. We will be right back.
There you go.
It's the indie spotlight. Best in dollars a month you'll spend. Indie Wrestling TV. Let's listen to David and Pops talk some indies. It's the indie spotlight. Best in dollars a month you'll spend. Indie Wrestling TV. Let's listen to David and Pops talk some indies.
right, there was our Indie Spotlight of the week. Now we're getting into our Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor predictions here. We're starting off with the pre-show. We got Mina Shirakawa and Queen Amanada versus Viva Van and Vert Vixen. This is only worth 1 point. No confidence points on this. It is the pre-show. So I will say, I'll go first. I'm going to go Queen Amanada and Mina Shirakawa.
And I agree 100% with you. I thought it was a 4-way.
Yeah, that's why when you text me and you were like, the 4-way is the only match announced, I was like, what 4-way? This is a tag team match. I meant to text to you, but I fell asleep. No particular order these matches are in, I'm guessing, other than the main event. So the Outrunners in Dalton Castle versus the Lethal Twist Ring of Honor 6-man tag championships are on the line. Pops, you are first.
Okay, I am going Outrunners in Dalton for 4 points. I feel that, it's not time for Lethal Twist yet. I think if Lethal Twist is going to win like the 6-man, it's going to be over there at.
I think they'll win it in AEW, but I'm also going to go Outrunners and Dalton for 3 points.
There you go.
Next up, we have the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships in a 4-way. We have L Sky Team versus LFI versus the Kingdom versus Top Flight. Current champions are L Sky Team, and I don't think they're retaining. And I'm going to go with the unpopular opinion here. I'm going with Top Flight for 4.
All right. You know what? I'm going to go with a more unpopular, but I'm not spending that much. But I'm going with the Kingdom.
How did I know?
For 1.
Did you go with the Kingdom because they're from the Boston, Massachusetts area?
I know. I like the Kingdom. I do like the tag team. And yes, that's why I became a fan. But I do like them very much.
That's going to be your reasoning. But next matchup, match number 3, Ring of Honor Women's Pure Title on the line. Deonna Purrazzo versus Steph DeLander.
Oh, I go first?
Yeah.
Well, if I go first, I'm going to go Purrazzo for 5. Because,
Deonna Purrazzo for 5. I'm going to go different than you. I'm going SDL. I hope she wins her first title out of, at a major promotion. And I'm going for 5 as well.
Well, there you go.
Next up, we have the Ring of Honor Men's Pure Championship. Lee Moriarty versus Katsuyori Shibata. And I got to go with the Demon, Lee Moriarty. He has been on fire. And I'm going to go for 6. Lee Moriarty
Holy
for 6
crap.
points on that.
And, I am going for the same. I'm going for Lee Moriarty for 6.
That's great. No, we do not know each other's points or anything like that. I just want to let that be known. I'm going to change that because... All right, but Ring of Honor Women's Television Championship 4-way. We have Red Velvet, the current champion, versus Sky Blue versus Marina Shafir versus Zeta Steel.
I'm up first, and then with a surprise, I'm going Sky Blue for 2.
Sky Blue for 2. Can I use...
Because, yeah.
All right. Let me go here. I'm going to go with another surprise. I'm going Zeta Steel.
Nice.
For 1. Did I use 1 already?
For 1. No, I don't think you did.
Okay, so I'm going for 1. Zeta Steel, I think she could run with the Women's Television Championship. Give her the title. She deserves it. She's a, top flight and, top flight and Zeta Steel both win tonight. That'd be great. Great for the trio or team they got going on there. Little faction. Next, we have a fight without dishonor. Lio Rush versus Action Andretti for the ROH World Television title. I go first. It's no shot. It's not Lio Rush. I'm going Lio Rush for 9.
I agree also with Lio Rush, but I'm only doing it for 3 because my points are coming up.
Next up, we have Athena versus Hazuki for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship.
Yes. Oh, I go first. And yes, you're right down. Athena for 7.
Athena for 7. I'm also gonna go Athena for 7. There's no reason to take it off her. She's the longest reigning champion in history.
Right, and I don't like it. Hazuka there or whatever. I just really don't think Hazuki.
Next up, we got Bro Bandito versus Nick Wayne, and I'm going with the shot in the dark here. I'm going Nick Wayne for 8. Hello, we're doing
Hey, hey, Kitty.
Hope
How you doing?
Great. We're doing our Ring of Honor predictions right now.
I am going Bandito for 8.
All right.
I don't know how you could be going Nick Wayne for 8.
Nick Wayne has got he's got to get something.
Yeah.
He's best of the Super Juniors twice. He's been in that tournament.
Right. I mean, I understand.
He's doing great. So I think it's his time to do something. But let's run it back. Pre-show, Mina Shirakawa and Queen Aminata versus Viva Van and Vert Vixen. We both went Mina and Aminata. Ring of Honor 6-man championships are on the line. The Outrunners and Dalton Castle versus Lethal Twist. We both went Dalton Castle and the Outrunners. Me for 3, you for 4. Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. L Sky Team versus LFI versus the Kingdom versus Top Flight. I went Top Flight for 4. You went the Kingdom for 1. Ring of Honor Women's Pure Championship. We got Deonna Purrazzo versus Steph DeLander. I went Steph DeLander for 5. You went Deonna Purrazzo for 5. Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Lee Moriarty versus Katsuyori Shibata. We both went Lee Moriarty for 6. Ring of Honor Women's TV title. Red Velvet versus Sky Blue versus Marina Shafir versus Zeta Steel. I went Zeta Steel for 1. You went Sky Blue for 2. Fight Without Honor. Lio Rush versus Action Andretti. Ring of Honor World Television title. I went Lio Rush for 9. You went Lio Rush for 3. Athena versus Hazuki. We both went Athena for 7. And Bandito versus Nick Wayne. I went Nick Wayne for 8. You went Bandito for 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was our
I just
Ring of Honor.
Throw that in while I was.
And we will have a graphic up on our social media after the stream, I guess. With that being said, we're gonna do our outro. We're gonna get out of here. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Peace.
This is CPA, and you're listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops. Let's go, girls.
I don't have the music, but there you go, baby. Woo! A lot of nice stuff with several.
David and Pops on the mic again.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Where is the love?
You are listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops Jamolata.
Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta. Why would we put him with his brother? Again, still going on about this.
Right, bringing up people's past is definitely not.
It's bullshit. You gotta bring up people's past, and then that ruins their career. I understand. He understands too. He said multiple times he's taken a break from wrestling. He is now stepped away because he feels, this is his career is pretty much over.
And that's what I was just getting ready to say. If you get ready to, I'm a TikTok Dave. I love dancing.
What's up, y'all? This is Leary, and you're listening to Wrestletalk with David and Pops. Yeah!
If there's ever anything that a recently disabled guy can do for them, I will do whatever I can. I will never be able to repay. I appreciate it. I love everybody.
My fuck you of the week. Fuck you, Ayla.
This is Top 5 Dead or Alive. Sammy Diaz here, and you're listening to Wrestle Talk with David